All right, folks. Ryan here coming to you with a brand new video, and as you know, don't forget like and subscribe. Help out your boy to get out into the YouTube universe. Comment down below, like, subscribe, and comment down below, and help these videos to get out into the universe because more people needs to hear these audios, these videos, these lives that we are doing here. All right, and we're talking about keeping down the anger. This is a huge problem for a lot of people, not knowing how to work on the anger. I am not saying this is particularly easy, but I think it's doable. I know you can do it. And there are some things you're going to have to do, of course, but there's always a process. And anger, I believe there's two parts to the anger. There could be more, but these are two parts that was blatantly obvious for me. One part is that you are not doing what you want. You are not getting what you want out of life. So it makes you very unhappy. You're stuck in a state that you do not want to be in, pretty much. And the next part of the anger is coming from your programming. So you want to find peace, pretty much. Nobody wants to be miserable. Most of us want to be at least a little bit more happier and more joyful. So this is when um, the mental exercise comes in, combined with physical exercises. Because we are trying to go from a state of not feeling well to a state of well-being, Clader, Medina. So, Amber, how is it going? Appreciate you being here. Thank y'all for showing up. Appreciate y'all for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Help out your boy to get out into the YouTube universe. Please don't forget to comment down below as well. It really helps the video. So awesome, Amber. Appreciate you. And so talking about dealing with the anger issue, because a lot of us are struggling with anger. And when I was dealing with that issue at the time, I couldn't find one person who could have, who were able to explain how I even get out of it. And I realized that two things is obvious to me here. One, I'm not getting what I want out of life. And two, the program that I'm on is just negative, and it is disempowering. And this is when I said I'm gonna have to change. And not even know how to change was even a more massive issue, because I never knew anybody who could have actually explained to me where the anger really comes from. So tackling the monkeys, what's up? Tackling the anger issue now. Like I said, we have to look at two separate parts. One is you are not getting what you want out of life. That's the reason why you are so miserable. If you could have get what you want, then it would be a little bit more joyful for you. Life would be a little bit more joyful for you. Okay. The other part is the programming. Because some of us, we came from households where it was just chaotic in the household. Fights, noise, screaming, yelling, lots of hatred and anger and bitterness around you. You see people who are just angry people, right? And these people, you got exposed to these people, and you copy them, you emulate them, you learn from them, you observe them, by observing them. All right? No, it's warm here inside my apartment. I have to even turn off the heat. So now, those people that showed up into your life earlier on, and they have, you have learned from them by observing what they do, how they say things, how they behave. And some of these people behave so bitter, so mean, so nasty. Okay? And these are the people who we're learning from. So you copy that. So that anger is inside of you because you learn from those people. And maybe they abuse you, mistreat you, ill treat you, disrespected you, and here you are today trying to figure out why the hell am I so mad? You know? Okay, okay. Yeah, running. Just start running. Running, 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 running. Running will solve a whole lot of problems because running, it will, first thing you're gonna feel, the bloatedness will go away when you start running. That's one thing the running is good at taking care of. The bloatedness goes away. And bloatedness is responsible for, I think, for a large portion of the gut there. Right? Hope that helps. And also go to the go get into the gym. Get into the gym, get in shape as well. Okay? Plants versus brain rots. Hello, how are you? Appreciate you. Welcome. Thank you. Appreciate you for being here. You know. So you are wondering why you are so angry. And because no, here you are now, in your 20s, late 20s, early 30s as well. Yep. I used to play pickleball, but I haven't played. Hey, Luiso. Hi, man. Appreciate you. Long time don't see, man. Thank you very much for stopping by. Appreciate you stopping by. You're welcome, T. Appreciate you for asking. All right. So now you are wondering why your life is the way how it is, and you realize that you weren't trained properly because, like, I use the word training for a reason. Because you see, they sent us to school to get an education. I don't believe it is that effective at all. Most of you come out of school. Where do you end up? In a job, and you stay there stuck for all these years. So, right on, Luis. Appreciate you, man. Uh, right on. Right on, Luisa. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. You are so kind. You know. So now you are wondering, how the hell do I even get myself up out of where I'm at right now? And I notice the way how we talk, the way how we use the English language, it wasn't, we weren't taught how to use the English language to make our lives easier. I know that they're trying to the stuff that they're trying to teach us in school. When you look at it, like, you can't really apply any of it to your life, really. Almost none of it is applicable. These algebra and all of this stuff. Okay, how many people you know on a day-to-day basis that uses algebra? Not many people. So why am I learning it? Well, it is part of the curriculum. I play a game called pickleball. I haven't played in a while, but that's like one of my favorite things to go do. To go play some pickleball. I was about to play some the other day, but I didn't make it over there, so I might not able to go back to play pickleball for a long time because it's winter now. So yeah. But anyways, the stuff the stuff that they teach you in school, it's not applicable. You can't really use it. So here are some things that we are gonna have to get good at. And I said, get good at it. One, we need to get good at gratitude, giving thanks. The anger carries a lot of complaining wrapped up into it. And I understand because the reason why you are complaining because you are not getting what you want. Christy, welcome. All right. So I understand the reason for the complaining. Maybe you are not getting the respect that you want. Maybe you feel disrespected. Maybe you are at a level where you know for sure that you could be better than who you are deep down inside of you, but there is nobody show up to coach you or mentor you or get you on the right track, show you certain materials that you could read or listen to and eventually develop yourself, and so that way you can go out there and make some moves and get yourself moving in the right direction. It's just not happening. All right. So respect, especially if you're a man, this is hugely important. So let's say you're at your job and they are not treating you, some position comes up, you're supposed to get it. They give that position over to somebody else who came after you. That can make you very bitter. Okay? Because you'll be like, oh, so you guys told me it was seniority, but obviously that's not what happened here. It's more like favoritism. You respect this person more than me. And then you can just go off in a spiral and start to lose it, and you become very bitter. All right? That can happen too. So, making the shift, making the change, we're gonna have to get serious about this. You cannot wing this. You cannot kind of want, I kind of want to do this thing here. I have this one thing here which I kind of want to do, but I don't know, man. It might. I'm not sure. No, you're gonna have to take the action, even if nothing comes of it. It is far better to take the action and get no real results rather than to sit where you are. You take one action that failed. Guess what happened? You might just see another action that you can take. And that's it. You're gonna keep on taking action until you see something that feels right to you. This feels like this can work for me. This feels like I can create some side income from this. And you start working on it to build it, and you want it to manifest. So start taking some actions. Do not just sit right where you are and expect to get good results. It's just not gonna happen. This is when a lot of people start to slack off, stay home, lay in the bed. Guess what they say? I do not know what to do. And I hear this so many times. I don't know what to do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. The thing that you're supposed to be doing doesn't look like the thing that you need to be doing. That's a problem. Once it landed here, the information, the message, the intuition, once you get it, you need to start acting on it. Maybe you need to start go to the gym. Maybe you are a little overweight and you need to lose some weight. Oh, I yeah. 15 minutes, 10 minutes in the gym. 10 minutes, I would say. Go in there for 10 minutes, get the hell out. 5 minutes, get the hell out of there. The reason why I'm saying that, when you stay too long in the gym, you can start feeling like, God, why am I even here? This is too much. You do not want it to be too much. You want it to be as little as possible. So that way, this is something that you can do. You can do 5 minutes. And then guess what happened? You build on it. Build on it. 7 minutes. 10 minutes. It feels like it's too much, cut back. Go back to 7 minutes. You are building the discipline, the consistency. Right? Right. Exactly, Christy. So, start very small. Maybe you want to get into selling. Because if I was supposed to get into selling, because we are gonna have to sell at some point. I know some people don't want to hear that. When they hear about selling, they start thinking of the worst things possible. But that's not true. Everybody who becomes successful are salesmen and saleswomen. Every single one. I do not care if it's a successful wife. She has to sell herself to her husband before he took her hand into marriage. Have to. She dressed nice. She smells good. She has long hair. She is fit, friendly. She's healthy. She shows that she can give him children. All of that stuff comes. All of that stuff, it's called selling. That's what it is. The husband as well. He needs to be in shape. He needs to be on his path and purpose. He needs to have something going on for him. Maybe he hasn't achieved it yet, but he's on a journey. He's waking up early in the morning and he's working on this, side income, this side hustle here he's building. He's trying to build his business and so forth. You have to sell. When you go to apply for a job, the person who is interviewing you is trying to see if you're a good fit for them, or they're a good fit for you, and you have to sell yourself correctly. That's it. So selling is important. I don't care where you see the person. He's on YouTube. Oh, the pastor in the church. They are salesmen too. Spiritual salesmen, Bible salesmen. That's what they are. What do you think they are? And look at some churches, mega churches, big churches. They understand how to sell better than the small churches. And then the small churches are crying, oh my God, they are taking away all of our attendees. Selling. So we're all going to have to sell at some point. So don't listen to people when they are telling you how terrible selling is. It's a good thing. I would like to sell myself to my clients, my business partners. Am I the kind of guy who you would like to do business with? Would you want me on your team? Do I look like a person who is reliable? And so forth. So, baby steps, little by little, bit by bit, piece by piece, start to work on the thing you say you are going to work on. Take the step. You are not going to be right most of the time. You are just not. Okay? You just have to do it anyways. Okay? Exactly. Micro habits. Do it anyways. So, anger. Looking at anger. You are not presenting yourself to get by. I don't know if that's the right word, or to be purchased. I do not know if these are the right word I'm using, but I'm just using it. Hopefully you can understand it. So when you are angry, you are not showing up correctly. So we're talking about relationship now. People would like to be your friend, but you are too angry. That's a part of selling as well. I sell myself. Could I be a could I be a good friend to somebody? You know, part of the selling. So all these things. Anger doesn't allow you to have friends. It just doesn't. You can try and be a chameleon and cover it up all you want. Only a matter of time before they can see through your, you know, your chameleonary. Okay? So it doesn't work. Now, this is when you're gonna have to intentionally keep down the anger. Deliberately, intentionally work on the anger. Reduced it at least to a point where you can control it for right now. Then later on, it will dissolve over a period of time. You will not have that intense anger in you anymore. What a day that is, when you start to feel less and less angry. It doesn't help anybody. It doesn't help you. It doesn't help the people around you. It doesn't help you win friends and influence people. Nobody wants to be your friend. Nobody wants to talk to you. They don't like you. Really, they don't, because you are trouble. You are a problem for them, and they don't want to be anywhere near you because they do not want to have to, you know, you hurt them, they hurt you, and so forth. And then you use your anger to hurt other people, and it does. So we don't want to do that. We want to avoid using our anger to hurt other people. So the part where you're not getting what you want out of life, that's an interesting part. The way how I deal with that is, I sat down and I said to myself, what would I be doing right now if I didn't have to go to work for somebody else? What would I be doing? Every single day. Well, popped into my mind. I was like, yeah, dude, you would be like acquiring knowledge upon top of knowledge, and you know. Christopher, what's up, man? Yeah, I am here. Me again. What's up? What a guan? Yeah. So, yep, I'm doing well. I hope you are doing well. I hope you are doing well too. Appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by. All right. So, we are talking about what you would be doing. Awesome, man. Right on. Appreciate you, man. Hope all is well with you and your loved ones. All right. So, what would you be doing right now if you didn't have to go to work? Like, you wake up in the morning and you have 6 months to do. You don't have to go to work, but there are some things that you would like to do. What are those? You know. Right on. Appreciate you, man. All right. Yeah. I hope you are watching Home Alone. So what is that? There got to be some things you just like doing. Some people just like to do some things, and I think I was listening to Neville Goddard back in the day, and he said his brother back in Barbados. Yep, exactly. Exactly, Christopher. Yep, we do. Right? And so Neville Goddard was saying that his brother back in Barbados, because that's where Neville Goddard is from, and in the Caribbean, and so he said that his brother have like a something would be similar to like an O'Reilly's, something like that, where they sell all these parts and things. And he said his brother loved the smell of the place. He loved the smell of the tires and the products that's inside there. And he said, Never Goddard said, I hate going in there. But he said his brother just loves it. All right? You know what I mean? Yep, exactly. Exactly. Yep. Exactly. And that is when you can get to do whatever you want on your own time, doing what you love. Best thing ever, Christopher. It's the best damn life. So I realized that the lifestyle, what I learned, the lifestyle has to be built. You built it bit by bit, piece by piece. I have a good portion of mine covered right now, working on it. And I work on this every single day because now I can see what I would like to be 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now. I can see it now. So I worked on it every single day. I go to work on it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Uh, Yep, that's what I think it was a guy named Evan Carmichael, and he said he noticed that entrepreneurs. He said entrepreneurs sometimes they buy themselves a job, so they go from being employed to buying themselves a job, and that's the reason why I would not want any more jobs. I am building a lifestyle. I'm not building a job. All right. Right on. There you go. Christopher, once you like doing it, it doesn't matter. You can work 20 hours a day if you like doing it. If you don't like the damn thing, ah, I would say cut back. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I would say. But once you love doing, man, put in the work. Because you cannot, if you cannot get those ink off of those people, I mean, if you cannot, if you like putting those pens on those people and ink up their bodies, you can do that for 18 hours a day easily, and you'll be just fine. Right on. There you go. There you go. There you go. Once you like doing it, and you are also doing something which is hard and might be unique to you as well, bingo, good to go. Right. So the lifestyle has to be built. That's what I realized. So I looked at the life that I want to live. One of them, I need to be in shape. That's part of a lifestyle. And some, Ryan, are you telling me that I need to go down to the gym? Yes. If you are thinking of building a lifestyle without fitness, I don't know what to tell you. But yes, you're gonna be fine. But you're gonna be rich with a whole bunch of money, unhealthy, perhaps miserable, keeps on going to the doctor. You are sick. No, I no, I'm not doing that. Exactly, but it's part of the lifestyle. So yes, I'm telling you to go down to the gym, get up on the pull-up bars, hit the ground, do the push-ups, grab the weights, do the workout, and don't forget to put on your running shoes and hit the pavement. Rayan, are you serious? You want me to do all of that? Yes, you should. Fitness is a big part of business. Just in case we didn't know, I don't want to go sit down with a guy who his stomach is hanging over his goddamn jeans. I'm sorry. Yeah. I mean, I have nothing against you, Bob, but come on. You might be a knowledgeable person. You might know a lot, but give me a goddamn break. You know, you are out of shape. Please. You know what I mean? So that's something that I think is a huge part of the lifestyle, fitness. And when I say lifestyle, this means that You don't get to pick and choose when you go. This means you get to go to the gym when it needs to be done. You don't like go, oh, it's cold right now. It was raining earlier and I wanted to go run. I eventually go out there. Today I run a little less today. I ran 2 miles today. Not excited, not happy about it because it's 2 miles. 3 miles is my bare minimum. 3 miles, not 2 miles. Okay, so wasn't happy with it, but still I still go out there and I get the damn running done. I went to the gym as well. Doesn't matter. Lightning, clapping, thunder. I stayed away from that stuff, but I try to get my running done. Anyway, if I have to run around in this apartment here, I will. Let's say I can't go outside, period. I am gonna be running from the bathroom right there to the door, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, that goddamn stomach. I see some guys with those big old stomach. I'm like, dude, how do you manage to grow your stomach that big? I'm like, why? Why do you grow it out that far? How do you grow it that far over your belt? That's crazy, man. And they have wives. Absolutely fascinating to me. I'm like, you have a wife, and your stomach is over your belt. That is not good, Bob. No, come on. Waiting gonna happen there very soon. You will find out when you get that damn divorce paper. When Chad and Tyrone and those guys come through, cooked over for you. It's done. And Pookie, gone, over. Right. So yeah. So the commitment, because I am committed to running. Today is day 460 days since I have been out there running. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes, and that's just my mindset. If I have to get it done, I have to get it done. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna go out there and get it done. You know what I mean? For sure, for sure. I like that type of attitude, Christopher. That's exactly how it goes. Yeah. The attitude, the mindset, the behavior. I mean, if you want some respect, you know, appreciate it, Christopher. Take care, man. Look more. Talk to you soon. USA. Right on. So yeah. Okay. Right on. Cool. You're in Toronto. A whole bunch of Jamaicans is in Toronto, man. So many goddamn Jamaicans. I was reading some uh some census. They did some census, and I forgot how many of those people were Jamaican. They were like over 180,000 of those people were born Jamaican. Yeah, 180,000 Jamaicans. When they did the damn census, these are not Canadian Jamaicans. These are born Jamaicans. Jamaicans who were born in Jamaica. 180,000 of those bastards. Yep, for sure. Yep. So yeah. Oh, you're from Guyana. Right on, man. Cool. Man, I never been to Guyana before. I always want to go to Guyana. And I used to like watching cricket back in the day, man. And Shivnarayan Chandapal, he's from Guyana, and I think it's like Ridley Jacobs too. He's from Guyana as well. So I used to always want to go to Guyana to go see those guys because I mean they come to the Caribbean. I mean to over to Jamaica, to play for the Caribbean, cricket cup. But yeah, I used to want to go to freaking Guyana, man. I think Guyana is cool. Uh, yep, yep, yep. All those guys, man. Yeah, yeah. So Guyana is one of the places I want to go to, man. I want to go travel and see the freaking island because that's kind of crazy. When they finally open up the island to each other, that was time for me to move to the States. So I never get a chance to do that. And people were doing that. They were flying from one island to the next. It was crazy, you know. Uh, but yeah, so um, you gotta get fit. Yeah, I haven't done that, man. That's something that I need to do. Cause the Caribbean is a beautiful place, man. I just need to go there and go check it out. Uh, Yep, I want to go to Europe too. There are some cool places over there. Germany, I want to go check out Germany. They have something over there called, I'm not sure if it's still there, but it's called Oktoberfest. It's right around, that time there. So I would like to go check that one out. That's the one I heard. I met a guy in California and he told me about it and he was like, yeah, you should go to Oktoberfest. Yep, that's it. One at a time. We're going to take it one step at a time. You know, I want to go travel Europe, man. I think Europe is a beautiful place. What one of the stories I like to read is from Think and Grow Rich, and the guy, he's an Indian guy. I forgot his name now. And when he was, I think he was like 8 years old or so. They took him to a movie, and he saw this movie, and he saw this blonde woman on some riverbanks over there in Europe, and he uh, he remembered the place where it was, and so yeah, yeah, and then yeah, so he decided. So yeah, 16 years later, when he got a chance to go to Europe, he asked the flight attendant like, could there be any way you could stop the? I forgot what country that Portugal or whatever the country was, but he asked the flight attendant to stop, if they could do anything to make the plane stop there so he could stay there overnight in that place. And he found that damn coffee house where that blonde woman was on that rubber bank right there. And then, he just took a sip of the coffee because he realized that 16 years he carried that in his mind for. Crazy. Yep, yep, yep. And 16 years he carried that vision in his mind for. So sometimes we have to carry those visions around for a long freaking time before they happen sometimes. I think Dave Chappelle, he set this goal, I forgot when he was in his 20s or something like that. Uh, yeah, for real, the mindset is real. And then Dave Chappelle, at 50 years old, when he finally get a chance to perform at that one place where he performed. So yes, sometimes these goals take longer than we possible, you know, think of. Jim Rohn, he set a goal years ago before because he's no longer here now. And then some years later, many, many, many years later, he got invited to go to Spain, and all right, take care, Christopher. Appreciate you. Bye bye. Take care. Yeah, yeah. Right on. Thanks. Have a good night. Appreciate you. Yeah. So yeah, it's like you hold on to that vision, hold on to that dream. Yep, exactly, Christy. You gotta hold it there for a long time and to make it become, to make it become a reality. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, so that's something that I think like when I look at people and oh, I want to do this and I want to do that, I'm like, you're not gonna work towards it. If you want, I see people who say, oh, I want to travel the world. I'm like, yes, but are you working towards it? And they are not really serious, you know. So yeah, want to go travel the world? One of the things that interests me about traveling the world, when I look at people who actually travel the world, typically they find something that they want to do and they start doing it. And that thing took them across the planet. That's why I don't maybe it's music, maybe it is the stand-up comedian, maybe it is the motivational speaker, maybe it's the spiritual guy. Every time I looked at these people, like one of the girl I like to follow, which I follow, I watched her. Kimi Werner, she was a spearfisher woman. That took her all across the freaking planet. Once you love doing something, it's a good chance that you will figure out how to, you know, develop it so that it can take you to where you need to go. I think I was watching this guy over there, and I think he's from Spain, and he figured that he wants to travel from to Africa, and he would buy cars along the way and drove them to certain parts of certain parts of the country, and then he will sell the car and then use the money, and then he will buy more cars and do the same thing again over and over and over. So it's like, if you really want to travel, you will do it. Trust me, you will. Some people even walk, literally walk. This took a long time, yeah, but they bloody walk from wherever they are, walk into Canada, walk into Europe. I see these guys like they want to make this happen. They want to do this, and they find. I was at one point. I was thinking about it at one point. I'm like, if I get the company to walk, I will freaking walk to one of these places, because I just like the idea of doing crazy stuff like that. You know, walk across America. That's one thing I would like to do. Yeah, or maybe run across America now, because I'm a runner, so I'll probably try that. But yeah, it takes like a whole month, I believe, to run across America. Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. It's intense and it's brutal, you know. So these are things that we're gonna plan to do. So don't forget, folks. We're saying keep down the anger now, because we kind of go off of track there and start talking about other things. But anger is nothing but a blockage, stoppage. That's what it is. It prevents the good things from coming to you. It stops the good things from coming to you. Prevent it. So we are gonna have to deal with the anger issue. It's a serious problem. It's a horrible problem. Now, you cannot control your mind. When your mind is racing and you are thinking about the 10 million things that happened to you, or things that could have happened and things that should have happened and things that you want happen, you can't control your mind, really. You know, hey Kaden, appreciate you, good to see you. So you cannot control your mind, right? Because your mind is too difficult to control. But you can control the words that you put into your mind. And this is when you're going to have to control your thoughts, the words that you feed yourself with, and purify your thoughts. So what leaves your mouth doesn't sound crazy. Hey, Mr. Handsome, how are you? All right. So you're going to have to purify your thoughts, control your thoughts, and purify it. And that's pretty much what you can work on in the beginning. It's very difficult to even try to control your mind. Don't try to control your mind at all. Forget about controlling your mind. Control your thoughts. And this is when you're going to have to do the repetition. Now, anger, like I said, lots of complaining is wrapped up inside of anger. So this is something you're going to have to get really good at now. It's not easy because, why? I'm talking about right, exactly. So, I was going to say something here. But anyways, so controlling your thoughts and purifying your thoughts. That you have control over. You don't really have control over your mind. It's just too much in the beginning. Over a period of time, that will begin to reduce. The tension, the anxiety, the anger, the bitterness, those things will begin to reduce. The stress. This is why when you are under stress, don't listen to them. Don't sit down. If you are stressing out, right now. Go to the gym. First thing, head to the gym if you are stressing out. Second thing, start running. When you are under stress, you need to keep moving. When you are moving, it overrides the stress. Right, exactly, Christy. Takes time. Nothing happens overnight, right? So, but the anger, over a time, you will learn how to replace those bitter, hostile, mean words that you are using. And we want to get to the point where we don't have to use a whole bunch of mean words. We want to use a whole bunch of kind, nice words. And this is when purifying your thoughts comes into play. Repetition. Certain things you should be reading. Stay away from the bad stuff, the stuff that triggers a whole bunch of emotions in you. Stay away from them. Read things that's more smoother, make you more smooth, make you more calm, make you more peaceful. Spirituality, personal development, quotes, prosperity affirmations, positive affirmations, and so forth. Right? That's what you use to purify your thoughts, and that's what you use to control your words. That's what you use to reprogram your subconscious mind. That's what you use to change your vocabulary. That's a big one. The vocabulary is huge. You are not just going to just say whatever you want to people anytime you want. It's gonna hurt them. It's gonna hurt you too. When you are angry, you are in pain, and that pain is hurting other people, and it is hurting you as well. Okay. So repetition comes into play. Combine physical exercises with mental exercises, and it will bring you in a state where you will be more peaceful, more calm, more respectful, more polite, more joyful, more loving, more kind, calm, peaceful, and quiet. And you will have better friends. More people will respect you. You will respect yourself, and you will start to grow in a way that you possibly couldn't even imagine. Right? So Ryan here with a new video, and that was my little rant for the night. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Comment down below because more people need to hear this information. When you comment down below, it pushes the video out into the YouTube universe, and more people will get to see what we're talking about here. And we're more talking about if you want to live a better life, change the way how you talk. This takes training. You have to train yourself to talk a certain way. I'm working on it. I'm okay at it. I need to get better at it. I know I should be talking a certain way. And if I can get myself to talk a certain way, I will win friends and influence people, and I will have lots of good friends. And more people will want to be around me. I will respect them, and they will respect me as well. I won't say anything to hurt them. I won't talk crap about them because I don't train myself to talk crap about people, right? And I don't train myself to disrespect people. So work on your thoughts day in, day out. Spend a little bit of time a day. And we need to get good at gratitude. I'm working on that. I'm working on that. I'm on it. I'm on it. Over a period of time, we are going to get better at giving thanks and showing respect, love, and kindness to other people. And we would have a beautiful vocabulary where not an ounce of hurting people is in our vocabulary, in our subconscious mind, and we will enjoy more of life. Thank you very much. Ryan here with a new video. Looking forward to see you soon in a brand new video. Bye for now.